Well, after a brief break from the wet weather, another system is now arriving here in the Bay Area. Have a look at the radar. That rain is moving into the North Bay, and it will slowly be making its way down south. For more on the weather, let's get over to KTVU's Tom Vacar, joining us live now from Sonoma County. Tom, you're right along 101 near Petaluma. Are you starting to get wet yet?
Well, we're getting wet. We've been getting wet for quite some time. But what you really have here is a kind of an interesting blustery, gusty, squally situation, which is to say off and on rain. Now, having said that, the highway is not being bothered by this. It's going by at full speed. But later on, let's say 7:30 or 8, I was looking at the models that are available online. I was looking at the models, and this area is going to get smacked with some pretty good storm activity, rain activity with lots of rain. But right at the moment, it's kind of what you'd expect on a typical rainy day. And therein is the beauty of this, a typical rainy day where you get rain, but you don't get so much rain that much of it is lost. And you get rain that soaks the ground, but anything that doesn't soak into the ground goes to the places where it's needed most, like the reservoirs. So it's an interesting situation, but I would say about 7:30, 8:30 around here is going to be pretty stormy weather. But until then, it looks like it's going to be at least not a terrible commute going north or south on Highway 101 near Petaluma.
Tom, you talk about the fact that we did get a break the past day or so from the rain, from the heavy rain here. That's really important, especially up in that area, in those burn scar areas. When you start to get the ground really oversaturated and you don't get the breaks built in between these systems, that can cause a lot of problems.
Sure, because the water then builds up. In a situation like this, though, the water comes, the ground is saturated, but it doesn't just inundate everything around it. What happens is that it gets onto these areas, but it doesn't really upset them. When you just get continuous rains, especially on scar areas or any kind of a muddy surface, then what you get is mud. And if that mud is sitting on a hillside, that mud wants to do what anything on a hillside would do: react to gravity, and gravity brings it down, and that can be pretty disastrous. But right now, this seems to be a reasonably acceptable way to get rain. If we got it this way for the rest of the winter, a lot of our problems would be solved, and we wouldn't have the kinds of destruction we do see when we get too much.
All right, Tom Vacar, live for us in Petaluma. Tom, thank you.